Going on, guys? So today I'm going to be working on this Miata. I'm going to be spraying the paint. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of hazy right here. So if you're going to tackle this, something like this, first thing you want to do is wash the car. You're going to want to clay bar it if it's really bad. But I already washed it, so I'm not going to show you guys any of that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide the trunk in half, maybe quarters, and I'm going to hit it with some Ultra Cut compound from Meguiar's. And I'm going to hit it with the Ultra Finishing Polish from Meguiar's. And then we're going to hit it with some wax and some sealant. So I'm going to get dividing, and then I'm going to show you guys when I'm all finished up with that first section. So to cut it, I'll be using this 6-inch cutting pad that I got from Harbor Freight. I think they're like $6. I don't know, something like that. They don't work too well, but they get the job done. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this, and I'm going to prime it. I'll show you guys how to do that. And I'll get going on probably this section right here. So let's get to it. So when you prime the pad, you're going to want to put a couple dots on the pad. And then you're going to want to spread it around, make sure it gets inside of all the little pores. If you miss a spot after you spread it, just put another dot of compound on there and just spread it out again. Make sure everything gets inside of there. And so after you do that, you're going to want to go to your trash can over there with your freshly primed pad. You're just going to go over here and blow it out. So now that that's all done, I'm going to put some dots on this. And then I'm going to go ahead and spread it around a little. And then this first pass, I'm just going to spread it around, and then I'll start going at it. So after you're done with your pass, you're going to want to take a microfiber cloth, and then you're going to want to wipe off the compound. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's kind of hard to remove. Apparently the pad is being overwhelmed by the paint, I guess. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for another pass. I'm going to use a lot more compound, and then we're going to go ahead and do lighter passes, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we got here. Try and remove this real quick. So it's a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Over here is really easy to remove, but it's still not really where I want it. So at the risk of burning my paint, I'm gonna go ahead and do another pass. But I guess I'm gonna use a little more compound, and then probably go for lighter passes again. So let's see what happens. So it seems like it's getting a little bit better. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a couple more passes the same way I did the last one, and then I'll get back to you guys after this is all finished. So this is my fourth pass, I believe. Each pass it got a little easier to wipe off, so just gonna go ahead and try to wipe it off. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. Try to get all this excess off too. All this weird stuff. And I have a nice clean microfiber over here. Just gonna go ahead and get all this residue off. It did work, but it did take a couple passes. Go ahead and peel off the tape, and then we'll see what we're looking at over here. So this is the side I just cut. if you can see a big difference, but over here there's a lot more haze and I guess swirls. Hard to see, but so this is after cutting, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest, and then we will compare both sides. So both of these sides here that I just did, they're both about maybe 4 or 5 passes in. It still looks a little uneven over here. You can still kind of see the tape marks. I don't know if you can see it or not. But there's also a couple swirls here and there, but for the most part the fading is gone. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go for one more pass all the way around. We're gonna do it nice and slow. We're gonna put a moderate pressure and we're gonna see how it turns out. So this is my last pass. This is how much I'm using. I'm gonna go ahead and spread it. Nice and easy. We're gonna spread it while it's on, and then we're gonna go for a couple slow passes. Okay, so let's go ahead and wipe this off. And let's just go over it with a towel that's a little bit cleaner. Okay. So it somewhat looks like all the little scratches here are probably from bad washes. You know, this car is really old, so I didn't think I would get all the swirls out, but for the most part, I got most of them out. Can't really see too much. So let's just go ahead and peel off the tape and then we'll compare the sides. Give it a nice little wipe. Okay, so let's see here. So here's the side I just did. If you go ahead, look at this side, you can see all the haze over here that I removed from the other side. I did quite a few passes on this side, so I'm probably gonna have to do quite a few passes on this side, so we'll see what happens. We'll just do a couple of those quick up and down passes that I was doing earlier, side to side, and then on that very last pass we're just going to do something real slow. We're going to take our time with it, and then we're going to see how that turns out. Okay, so I just finished my last pass. It didn't come out as clean as I wanted it to, but it is a lot better over what it was when I started. Here's the finished product. Not too bad, so actually kind of happy with it. So I'm gonna proceed to polishing it, and then I'm going to give it some paint sealant, and then I'm gonna wax it and see how it turns out. So hopefully it turns out good. So since we're using a different compound, you're gonna want to use a different pad. preferably a softer pad. But you're gonna do the exact same thing. You're gonna put a couple dots on it, spread it out, just to prime it, and then you're gonna blow it out, put a couple dots on, and we're gonna start spreading it around, and we're gonna see how the paint turns out. Okay, so let's just give this a nice wipe and see how it turned out. So this is after polish. Polish wiped off super easy. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's still got a lot of scratches in it, but I mean, all I did was polish. Polish doesn't really remove swirls that well. But it is a lot shinier, that's for sure. A lot shinier than before. But let's go ahead and hit it with some wax, hit it with some sealant, and then I'll show you the finished product after. Don't forget, guys, you always want to shake your stuff before you use it. This is a Griot's Garage one-step sealant. I use it on a lot of my cars. It works pretty well, and yeah, applies pretty easy, wipes off pretty easy. Put some of this on this paint. Let's see how it turns out. So usually with sealant, you're gonna wait like 5 minutes, wait for it to dry up, let it really settle in, and then after that, you wipe it off, and then you do the exact same thing with wax. You just apply it, wait a couple minutes, and then after it's dry, wipe it off, and then you check your results. So I just finished wiping off all the sealant. Instantly it looks a lot better, it looks a lot shinier, it feels a lot smoother, but I still need to apply wax. Hopefully the wax fills in a lot of these scratches over here, because I guess that's what wax is supposed to do. But if it doesn't, you know, I'm still happy with how it turned out. A lot of that white fading is gone, so either way, it wasn't for nothing. But let's go ahead and apply some wax, and we'll see how it looks afterwards. So I just finished wiping off all the wax. It feels a lot smoother than after sealant. It filled in most of the scratches. Didn't fill in all of them, but you know, it's okay. It got out a lot of the oxidation that was here. I went ahead and took off the masking tape so I can show you guys. But you see here, all that oxidation that was in the beginning of the video, it's all gone. And if you look over here, this is what the trunk used to look like. This is what the trunk looks like now. Really happy with how it turned out. I'm not gonna finish this tonight. I'm not gonna finish the whole car tonight because it's like probably like 1:30 in the morning. I got school tomorrow, so yeah, I'm probably gonna finish this some other day and then show you guys how it looks. Probably post it on my Instagram or something like that. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. Yeah, if you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe, comment, like this video, you know, let me know what I could do better in the next videos, stuff like that. But thanks for watching, and I hope you guys tune in for the next one, and I'll see you guys next time.